A moment magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck the island of Crete in Greece at a depth of 8.7 kilometers on 27 September 2021. The epicenter of the earthquake was located southeast of Heraklion. The quake killed 1 person, injured 35 and damaged many old buildings on the island. This region in the Mediterranean is part of the Hellenic Arc and is known for its frequent and violent seismic activity and home to Europe's deadliest earthquakes. The island of Crete in particular lies above a convergent boundary where the Aegean Sea and African plates meet, specifically the African plate subducting beneath the Aegean Sea. The process of subduction along the Hellenic subduction zone makes the region prone to large earthquakes and tsunamis. The MW 8.0 to 8.5 earthquake in Crete in 365 AD and 1303 are examples of subduction zone events. In 1810 and 1856, Crete was struck by large intermediate depth and traplate earthquakes which were devastating and felt strongly in Africa and the Levant. The 1810 and 1856 earthquakes occurred within the subducting African plate rather than at the plate boundary. During the Holocene period, the island of Crete has been affected by a combination of east-west extension on NNESSW trending normal faults and north-south extension on WNWSA trending normal faults. The local tectonic movement on these two fault sets are 0.3 to 1.3 mm per year and 0.6 to 1.0 mm per year respectively. These faults range from 3 km to 30 km in length and can produce earthquakes of magnitude of 7.0 at their maximum. An initial measurement of MW 6.5 was obtained by the European Mediterranean Seismological Center and later downgraded to 6.0. The United States Geological Survey said the event was MW 6.0 at 8.7 km depth. Normal faulting was indicated by the focal mechanism. According to the Greece's Institute of Geodynamics, the earthquake had a local magnitude of milliliter 5.8. According to a professor of geophysics at the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki in Thessaloniki, the probability of the earthquake being a foreshock to a larger event is small. The professor added that the earthquake with its magnitude was large enough for the active faults in Crete, and that strong aftershocks are expected. The earthquake occurred along a shallow crustal fault on the island. He stated that some faults on the island have been the subject of geological studies, but they have not shown any signs of past seismic activity. The fault responsible for the quake was identified as the Castelli Fault, a north-northeast-south-southwest trending normal fault with a length of 13 kilometers. Dipping at an angle of 70 degrees to the west. 2 aftershocks were recorded after the earthquake, one of magnitude 4.6 and the other located offshore at 4.1. The earthquake is the third major event to have resulted in deaths in Greece in less than a year. In 2020, a magnitude 7.0 struck Samos, killing 2, and another 6.3 in March killed 1 person. A warning was issued on Facebook to Arkalachori and the surrounding area by a scientist at the Athens Geodynamic Institute after a magnitude 3.7 foreshock occurred the week before. The manshock itself is part of an earthquake swarm which began 4 months earlier. Following the earthquake were more than 10 aftershocks greater or equal to magnitude 4.0. The strongest aftershock was AMW 5.3 occurring the day later. The strongest aftershock had a maximum intensity of 8, collapsing several already damaged but unoccupied homes. According to the Institute of Engineering Seismology and Earthquake Engineering, the instrumentally recorded peak ground acceleration was 0.5 grams in Arkalachori. This exceeded the building code's strength 2 times as they are only enforced for PGA values of 0.24 grams. A University of Bristol professor in earthquake engineering said that such PGA values are unsurprising as the town is located close to the earthquake rupture. The PGA in this event is significantly higher than the 0.16 grams at Larissa during the March 2021 earthquake. At Arkalachori, 80% of the town's buildings were damaged with varying extent. At least 1,000 stone homes were declared uninhabitable. A preliminary inspection of the town found that 60% of the town's buildings were damaged. In Heraklion, 40 schools were confirmed damaged. One person died when the church he was working in collapsed. The son of the man who perished was also injured in the collapse. Another person was trapped in the collapse of a house. 35 individuals were also injured, 2 with fractured bones and the rest minor abrasions, all treated at nearby medical facilities. Among the injured were a pair who suffered minor head injuries due to falling rocks. 2 seniors were transported to a hospital following orthopedic injuries. Landslides near Prophetess Ilias resulted in the closure of roads leading to the town and damaging at least one vehicle. Ketopoulis, located in the Manoarpediada municipality, was nearly destroyed, with only 2 homes left intact. The other homes were badly damaged and at